as far as believe you can. What's the biggest challenge that most of these individuals have? What's the common challenge?
Believe. They don't believe, man. It's all mental, and people don't get it. And everybody wants to say, okay, well, here go 10 steps to. Okay, Lewis said do 8, ET said do 9. This person says this is 12 steps, and everybody's trying to get the steps without the mentality.
You got this. I believe in you. When somebody says, no matter what happens, whether it succeeds or fails, I'm going to be by your side. That's when I have the confidence to do difficult things. Wow. So it's the people in my life.
You should recognize the potential in yourself and love yourself enough to make the changes that produce the best possible version of yourself.
Woo! Good morning, dreamers. How are we feeling? Rise and shine, sending love, blessings, and abundance to each and every single one of you. I'm fired up. I'm excited. This has been a lot going on for this month. A lot of growth, a lot of transformation, a lot of abundance is flowing in, and I'm excited. I'm grateful for it all. Here we go. Let's get IG tapped in here live. So, family, today we're going to be talking about the 3 different versions of ourselves. Now, this is huge, right? When you can start to understand and understand that in life, these 3 versions play a major role. And when you can truly have the awareness to really learn about all 3 of these and truly dig deep to see why they play such a massive role, this training is going to cause an absolute breakthrough. So I'm excited. I'm fired up. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of gratitude down below before we go ahead and get into today's topic of the 3 versions of ourselves. IG is live and tapped in, and we are in the game. Here we go. Awesome. So, family, what are we grateful for today? I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for God. I'm thankful to be able to have the opportunity to grow, to think, to be able to get out in nature, to give love, to be able to be a person of service. I'm grateful for the morning rituals, the morning routine, really diving in and getting the feeling. Mr. Shields, what's going on, brother? Day 312. Go ahead and drop the day of your challenge. How many days consistent have you been going through? And here's the deal, right? This is nothing in competition. This is you versus you. This has nothing to do with anybody else. This is strictly just you taking time to grow yourself, to really go ahead and dive in. So I'm proud of you, family. I love to see. I see you all dropping it in the group chat every single day. John, Deanne, I've been on fire at 5 o'clock in the morning. Shane's about to tap. Day 365. JoJo's been absolutely killing it. Lady Boss Nikki on fire. Let's go. I love to see it. So let's go ahead and dive into today's topic, family. So we're going to be talking about the 3 different versions of ourselves, right? So when I learned this, it started to make so much sense because I started to realize there's a difference between all 3 of these versions. And here's the deal. We might only be conscious about maybe 1 or 2 of them. But I'm telling you right now, there's probably a 3rd one on here that's really going to allow you to dig deep and really start thinking, man, what have I been really spending most of my dominant thoughts thinking about? Napoleon Hill talks about it all the time. We become what it is that we think about, right? Where focus goes, energy flows. So at the end of today's training, I literally I was sitting back these past couple of days, just really analyzing, how life is throwing curveballs at everybody. Right? No one is exempt from this. Nobody that's in the 1% or that's an elite athlete, singer, artist. Everybody has issues and problems going on. But to understand these 3, this is huge. Okay. This is going to show you why the 1% are the 1%, the huge separator, right? Day 89. Let's go. I see you, John. Deanne in the building. Mr. Adrian, what's up? All right, family. So the first version of ourselves is going to be, you ready? It's going to be known as the public version, okay? The public version is the individual that shows up when we go to work, when we go out in public, when we're out on social media, right? This is the public version, right? The people that are in your world, right? Anytime that you go outside, this is the public version of you, okay? Day 3, let's go. So think about it like this. As I start to go through this, you're going to realize how much of these play a role. So that's number 1, okay? You can think about the public version, how people know you, how you go ahead and put yourself out there to the world, to social media. Now the second version, okay? The second version is going to be known as the private version. How many can go ahead and finish my sentence? What we practice in private gets what? Gets praised in public, right? So this is so huge to understand, because at the end of the day, this is one of the biggest keys I started to study from the elite, whether they're athletes, whether they're actors, whether they're entrepreneurs. They were doing in private what most people are not willing to do, right? Now, private, here's what private means, okay? Private, I mean by this can be your close family. This can be your team, like the dream team inside of our group chats. Like this is our private community, right? So how are you inside of your private life, right? Think about it like this. Once again, what's practiced in private gets praised in public. So think about inside of the dream team, right? Everything that we're doing on a daily basis, bettering ourselves, right? Throwing the energy in the group chat, throwing gratitude, giving service, celebrating each other on a consistent basis. This is all part of the private side. Okay. This is the inner circle. This is us being able to tap in together as a collective and go ahead and leverage this synergy together. Right. So the private side is huge, huge. Okay. Here's the next piece I want to give you. Here's the real one that's gonna probably cause a shift. I told you there's one of these three that's gonna cause a shift today. Here's the shift. The third version of ourselves is going to be we've got the public, we got the private. The third version is the secret version. Okay, the secret version. Now, what do I mean by this? I'm talking about when you're all alone. I'm talking about when nobody's around, not your team, not your family, not the closest people to you in your life. Who are you when you're in the secret version of you? When you're all by yourself, going to bed at night, when you're waking up early in the morning, where do our thoughts go? And as I've been thinking about this the past couple of days, I've been able to have such a huge revelation. Like I've just looked back in my life and I've noticed the times where I've been depressed and it seemed like life was just throwing all these heavy things on top of me. I started to realize that the secret version, right? Cedric in the building. What's going on, brother? The secret version is so easy. When you really think about it, where are the dominant thoughts going? Because the secret version is easy to go ahead and go back to the old self, to the old limiting beliefs, to the old you that didn't have self-confidence, that didn't think you could go out and make it happen. The secret version is literally what makes or breaks us. The secret version is what literally catapults the private and the public. Right? Whatever we're thinking about most of the time we become. So think about it. The secret version directly influences both the private and both of the public. Because the secret version, we talk about what? The secret is what? The feeling. So isn't it funny how the third one happens to be the secret? So my question, just you don't have to even answer this, but I want you to really think about it, okay? Going to sleep the past couple of nights or when you've had some alone time, when nobody else is around, where have the most dominant thoughts been going? Have they been going towards lack? Have they been going towards limiting beliefs? Have they been going towards the what ifs if everything goes wrong? Or has it been on the other side? Because I'll even give you guys a little part of me, right? Some of my family's been in and out of the hospital, right? So I'd be lying to you if I told you my secret thoughts were not going off into places that they don't need to be going. So just like you, I understand how crippling these negative thoughts can be. They can literally affect all different aspects of our life. It's hard to take action with a negative mind. It's hard to take action living in a life that feels so heavy that you can't even feel the sunshine sitting on your skin. I know what that type of depression feels like. And I started to analyze and I wanted to get to the root of why it is that happens. And you know what that is? It comes down to the secret version. Jojo in the building, what's happening? The secret version. So I've noticed along the times when I've been through struggles, when I've had a lot that's going on in life, I started to go back and think about what it is that I was doing during these certain times. You know what I identified? The secret version of me is I go back and I look at some of the quantum leaps I've been able to have and studying others. The secret version, I started getting into the word. I started building my connection with God. I started building my connection with my creator because that was a weak spot for me, right? It took me a long time to really realize that success is 90 to 99% spiritual It's only 1 to 10% physical, right? This is why this is everything right here. The secret side is mostly it's spiritual. It's not physical. It's what we're thinking about most of the time. It's what we're feeling most of the day. Because if we're feeling good, if we have the confidence, if we know we can grow every day, if we know we can go out and learn new information, if we know we can go out and make that one relationship that could change everything, that feeling leads to more abundance, leads to more action, leads to more results coming in all different areas of our life. And it comes with understanding where it is our thoughts are and what is that we're feeling when we're sitting in the secret version of ourselves, when we're all alone, when nobody else is there. So today, if you can take even 15 minutes, you deserve 15 minutes for yourself. If you haven't had the chance to take some time for your morning routine to sit and talk with God or your creator, whoever it is, I'm telling you right now, this is one of the most important things that any of us can do. To take time for yourself, go take a walk and talk with your creator, and go get deep with the secret version of yourself and start asking yourself like, yo, why am I thinking these thoughts? Why am I so worried? Why am I so stressed out? I know what it's like to turn mountains, what I like to call turning these problems, right? That seem like mountains, but in reality, they're these little molehills, right? You know what fear stands for? Everybody knows the acronym for fear: false evidence appearing real. So how many things in our life are we living in fear that we don't truly need to be fearful of? That's allowing the secret version of ourselves to live in a life of lack, a life of lack of self-confidence, disbelief. So today, if I can give you one piece of advice that I've been able to take, that I've been able to utilize, I'm still utilizing right now to this day, is really getting deep with the secret version of you. When nobody else is around, how do you feel about yourself? The self-love? Can you see yourself with your summer body coming in? Can you see the ka-chings? Can you feel yourself walking with your chest out, your shoulders up, and being able to smile and know that even if life hasn't given you exactly what you envision, it's on the way. It's just not here yet. But to hold the feeling of the wish fulfilled as if it's already happened, this is why they say the secret is the feeling. So family, if you got any value from today, go ahead and drop some 5s down below. Smash that like button, and I'll be the first to tell you, if nobody told you today, I'm grateful for you. I see you putting in the work. I know what it's like to be doing the day-to-day activities, and you look in the mirror and you don't notice the change. You don't see the shift yet, right? For those of you that are athletes, you know what I'm talking about. When you go to the gym, you put in a couple of days of work, you're feeling super sore, you're hurting, but you're just looking at yourself like, yo, why don't I look any different yet? Because it's hard to see the change looking from the inside out. But I can tell you, as a mentor looking from the outside looking in, I can see the change. I can see the shift. I can see the growth inside of you all. So even if you can't see it in yourself, understand that the day-to-day, even the daily activities that you don't think that's making a difference, I can promise you the compound effect is more real than any of us will ever know. The day-to-day activities, the daily-day DMOs, going to the gym, eating a little bit better, reaching out to a couple of different people, making that video that we were afraid to make, I promise you it all leads and adds up and compounds on top of each other. So family, go out and be great. Dream Team, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. Let's have a great start to the month. We're in a new month, fresh canvas to go ahead and paint this month exactly how we go ahead and like to live it. So family, I love you. I appreciate it. Let's go out and dominate the rest of this month. Is your favorite entrepreneur. Define dreams. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold in our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Dream Team, let's make it happen. It's game time. Let's get to work. June